remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look. All this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A throw out line to QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talk about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Watson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Open man is QT, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Their gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They're on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They've got his man, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Going up top for Kupp.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
On 2nd down now, Bagley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy
who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Watson. Going up top for Cup. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep here for Allen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give him an A for effort.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson going up top for Cup. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Watson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going up top for Kupp.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw is Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got...
And now here's another interception. By Christian Fulton.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he'll be out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll find Jones again, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter